She didn't just forget to invite me to her wedding. She made sure my name was nowhere on the list, then posted photos of her mother-in-law holding my spot like she'd earned it. 6 months later she walked into the house I raised her in and asked me to sign it over so she and her husband could start their real family. This is the full story of how I made sure that house will never, ever belong to them. I'm 64 now, widowed since I was 49. My husband Mark dropped dead of a heart attack on a Tuesday in March while tying his shoes for work. 1 minute he was humming Brown-Eyed Girl and teasing me about my terrible coffee, the next he was gone. Emily was 17, a senior in high school, already accepted to her dream college. Overnight I became the only parent she had left. I took extra nursing shifts, picked up agency work on weekends, sold the camper, cashed in Mark's 401k early and paid the penalties just to keep the mortgage current. Emily still got the senior trip to Cancun, the MacBook for graduation, the full ride to college. I made up the difference for when scholarships fell short. I never told her no. Not once. People said I overcompensated. They were right. Fast forward 23 years. Emily is 40, beautiful, successful, married to Connor, who everyone on Instagram calls the hottest finance bro in the city. They got engaged after 11 months. I found out on Facebook like everyone else. I was hurt she didn't call, but I let it go. Mothers do that a lot. I started planning in my head the way moms do. I dug out the little satin purse I carried on my own wedding day so she could have something old. I offered to pay for the venue deposit, $22,000, so they could book the gorgeous vineyard before someone else snatched it. Emily hugged me and said, "Mom, you're literally the best." I put it on the credit card that still isn't paid off. Then the save the dates went out. Mine never came. I waited 3 weeks. Finally I asked. She answered on speaker while Connor laughed in the background. "Mom, we're doing a super small wedding. 50 people max. Connor's parents are hosting, and they have very specific ideas about the guest list. It's just easier if it's his immediate family and my closest friends from work and the club. You understand, right?" I remember standing in my kitchen holding the phone so hard my hand went numb. "Emily, I'm your immediate family. I'm the only parent you have." Silence. Then Connor's voice, smooth as whiskey. "It's not personal, Mrs. Thompson. We just want the day to feel cohesive." Cohesive. That was the word that broke me. I didn't scream. I didn't beg. I said, "I understand. Have a beautiful wedding." Then I hung up, opened the freezer, took out the bottle of vodka I keep for guests who never come, and drank until I fell asleep in my clothes on the living room floor. The wedding was everything Pinterest dreams are made of. 10,000 white roses, a custom gown with a 12-foot train, string quartet playing vitamin string quartet versions of Taylor Swift. Connor's mother wore champagne silk and stood exactly where I should have been standing, holding Emily's bouquet while they did the vows. The professional photos are still up. In one of them, Connor's mom is dabbing Emily's tears with a handkerchief that probably costs more than my car. The caption, "Welcoming our daughter into the family we always dreamed of." I wasn't tagged. I wasn't mentioned. I was erased. I didn't reach out after the wedding. No congratulations text. No liking the photos. Nothing. I went quiet. My sisters told me I was being dramatic. My best friend said give it time. I gave it 5 months of silence. Then one Saturday morning in October, the doorbell rang. There stood Emily, bronzed from their honeymoon in the Maldives, hair lighter, smiling like nothing ever happened. Connor behind her in pressed linen, Ray-Bans hooked in his collar. "Mom." Surprise. We were literally right around the corner at brunch and thought we'd pop by. They walked in like they owned the place, because in their minds, they already did. We did the small talk dance. Weather, the new Tesla, how crazy the housing market is. Then Emily set her $4,000 purse on my kitchen island, the same island where she used to roll out cookie dough wearing Mark's oversized work shirts, and launched in. So Connor and I have been thinking a lot about the future. We want to start trying for a baby next year, And obviously the condo downtown isn't realistic long-term. We've looked at literally every house in the good school districts and everything is over 2 million now. Then it hit us. This house is perfect. 4 bedrooms, paid off, huge yard. Walking distance to the elementary Connor's mom went to. It just makes so much sense. She kept talking, words tumbling over each other like I'd already said yes. We'd obviously let you stay as long as you want. We could turn the downstairs into a full mother-in-law suite. Separate entrance, the works. Or if you wanted something smaller, we'd help you find a cute condo nearby. Connor's dad knows a great realtor who specializes in 55-plus communities. This way the house stays in the family, and our kids grow up with all the memories we made here. It's honestly the perfect solution. Connor nodded along, sipping the coffee I didn't offer. Super generous offer, Mrs. T. Most parents would kill for this arrangement. I let them finish. The kitchen clock ticked loud enough to hear. Finally I spoke. Let me make sure I understand. You didn't have room for me at your wedding, but you have room for me to live in the basement of my own house while you raise your children in the bedroom I rocked you to sleep in for 12 years. Emily rolled her eyes. Mom, don't twist this. The wedding was one day. This is forever. Connor laughed. Classic guilt trip. I asked them to leave. Emily hugged me anyway, whispered, think about it, okay? We're so excited, and left a lipstick smudge on my cheek like when she was in kindergarten. That night I didn't sleep. I sat in Mark's old recliner, the one Emily begged me to throw away after the wedding because it didn't match their aesthetic. And I went through every bank statement, every old photo, every memory. I found the birthday card she gave me when she was 9 that said, "You're my best friend in the whole world." I found the hospital bracelet from when she was born. I found the funeral program from Mark's service where she clung to my side the entire day. At 3:17 a.m. I called my estate attorney Diane, left a voicemail that simply said, "I'm ready." Monday morning while Emily's realtor was emailing me quitclaim deeds and color swatches for the nursery, I was in Diane's office signing a brand new revocable living trust, pouring irrevocable upon death clause, the whole thing. Everything, the house, the remaining life insurance, the brokerage account Mark and I built for retirement, now goes to Harmony House Foundation. They run 3 shelters in our county for single mothers escaping abuse. When I'm gone, this house will be converted into 2 family apartments and a communal backyard. The swing set stays. The treehouse Mark built the summer before he died stays. New little kids who've never known safety will grow up here instead. Diane tried to slow me down. Carol, this is nuclear. Once it's done, it's done. I told her I'd never been so calm in my life. 2 weeks later Emily showed up unannounced again, this time furious. Connor waited in their leased Range Rover, engine idling like always. She stormed into the kitchen waving her phone. Mom, the realtor said you've been dodging her for weeks. We already told everyone we're moving in after the new year. Connor's parents are throwing us a housewarming the 2nd week of January. What is wrong with you? I poured myself a glass of water, took a slow sip, and slid the thick cream envelope across the table. Inside was the letter I'd stayed up all night writing. Emily and Connor. When your father died, he made me promise to always take care of you. For 23 years I kept that promise, often when it meant I went without. I have no regrets about the love I gave. I have many about the boundaries I didn't set. You decided on your wedding day who your real family was. I wasn't on the list. That hurt more than I can ever explain, but it also clarified something important. Love is not ownership. I do not owe you the life your father and I built just because you now find it convenient. This house, the savings, everything I have left, it now belongs irrevocably to Harmony House Foundation. When I'm gone, it will shelter single mothers and children who have nowhere else to turn. Little girls will swing on the same swing set you once did. New families will heal in the rooms where I once cried myself to sleep missing your dad. I will always love you, Emily. That hasn't changed and never will. My door is open if you ever need me, truly need me, not my assets. But you have forfeited any claim to the home you were raised in. I hope one day you understand the difference. With love that will outlive both of us. Mom. She read it once, fast, then again slower. Her face went from pink to red to ghost white. Then she screamed, actually screamed, that I was a monster, that I was jealous of Connor's family, that I was trying to buy forgiveness with charity theater. Connor came storming in when he heard the yelling, read the letter over her shoulder, and called me a bitter old hag who deserved to die alone. Emily threw the letter on the floor, told me I was dead to her, and walked out. The front door slammed so hard the picture of her first-grade school photo fell off the wall and shattered. I haven't heard from her since. Almost 2 years now. I still live in the house. I repainted the kitchen a soft sage green and finally got new countertops, something I never did because I was always saving for her next thing. I volunteer at Harmony House twice a week. Last month they broke ground on the renovation plans. They asked if I wanted to name one of the apartments. I chose Emily's room. Not for my daughter, but for a terrified 28-year-old single mom named Emily who showed up with her baby and nothing but the clothes on their backs. She cried when they told her she could stay as long as she needed. Sometimes on quiet nights I still sit on the back porch and look at the swing set moving slightly in the breeze. I think about the little girl who used to beg me to push her to the moon, and I cry. Not for the house. For the relationship that could have been. But I don't regret my choice. Not for 1 second. So no, sweetheart. You didn't get the house. You got exactly what you showed me I was worth on your wedding day. Nothing. I simply put it in writing. And when the day comes that they carry me out of here for the last time, the only tears on these walls will be from mothers who finally feel safe, and from children who get to be children again. Some doors, once closed, stay closed. This one has a deadbolt forged in the fire you lit yourself.